So taking a little break here from recruiting before we have a bunch of 2026 news that popped over the last 24 hours or so. Bill Belichick has made another hire in Chapel Hill, as Natrone Means is going to be the running back coach there. Coach Means was previously at North Carolina the last few years as an analyst under Mac Brown, has, experience at multiple HBCU stops. Of course, Carolina fans will remember him as one of the best running backs in school history. Had a nice run in the NFL for a few years there. And D, it's funny, I was watching his highlights. He was a little bit before my time. I was watching his highlights before this, and I was like, man, because I remember the name, but again, very, very vaguely. And I said, man, this guy was a beast. He says, you're telling me this is a 6'2", 250-pound back with feet in his time. And a guy who's been around Chapel Hill. We've seen this now. Belichick has kept a few people from the last staff. Freddie Kitchens going to be the offensive coordinator there, and also bringing in some of his own guys, including his son Steve Belichick on the defensive side of the ball. But with Means, you're getting a guy who played the game, who played at the school, has been there, understands what they have on the roster, and probably has a really good idea, being from North Carolina, in terms of the relationships in the state and things of that nature. So from the outside looking in, I really love this hire for Carolina.
Yeah, Natrone Means business, as we used to call him back in the day. Chris Berman, I can just picture him saying that. North Carolina native, a lot of experience as far as a coach at the HBCU level, Livingston, Winston-Salem State. I'm going to try that. That's a tongue twister right there. Fayetteville State, became an analyst at UNC. Now getting called up, be a position coach in the Big Show. I think it's a great hire. You look at the balance of the staff. You got Mike Lombardi as a GM, obviously from the NFL. Bill Belichick, obviously from the NFL. His son, Steve Belichick, from the NFL. And then last year at the college level with Washington. Freddie Kitchens, experience with both the NFL and college and North Carolina. Mike Prefer, more of a special teams NFL guy. Coach Mondo with the DBs, we've talked about him a bunch. College guy. Natrone Means, college coach, but pro experience as a player. Bob Diaco, big-time college guy. Will Friend, Garrick McGee, college guy. So it's a mix of college and pro, which is what you think makes sense, right? Given that neither side is going to have all the answers for how to get it done to build a pro-style program at the college level. You got to combine it. As a back, we all know this guy was big, physical, had some experience in Florida, played at Jacksonville for a little while. So he's going to have some Florida boys to coach. Talk about Davion Goz, Bullet Goz, 326 yards last year, 4 touchdowns, bigger, more physical back. Been watching him since he was a young youth football sensation here in South Florida. JoJo Troop, another highly productive state championship back from Florida. We did a video on him, I want to say yesterday or a couple days ago, Pete.
A couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah, bowling ball type back from the Tampa area here in Florida. So 2 guys that have similar running styles to what he had. I mean, I don't know if they're as big as he was. That's pretty unique, but they're big physical backs. I think he's going to know how to coach them to take care of their body, use their body, and produce at the highest levels.
Yeah, without a doubt. I love this hire. And I mean, look, he's a guy who I'm surprised it's taken him to this point to get an opportunity here to be a position coach. A guy who's been in coaching now for some years, and again, played at the highest level, right? So congratulations to him. And I see nothing but success from this move for Coach Belichick and the Tar Heels.
Yeah, and look, you can recruit too, right? These former players, if they put the effort, there's a lot of cachet when you played in Super Bowls and done the things he's done.
Right, and you said it, if they put the effort, because some of these former pros, man, they've done so much in their careers, and they probably are in some of these recruiting battles and are like, man, forget this kid. He can go somewhere else. I don't need him, and that's. I'm not, obviously that doesn't happen with all these former players, but I feel like that is something that people don't talk about, that probably does happen.
Yeah. Look, it's kind of a butt kissing job, right? When you're when you're recruiting. So if you're a millionaire, right, been famous for a long time, you're not necessarily that eager to kiss a 17-year-old's butt, but that's part of the job. And the cachet goes a long way. If they do put forth the requisite effort.